Hey, good morning. It's a few minutes before 12. I have a call in about 10 minutes to have to get on, but I wanted to do a quick video for you. I had a couple of people ask about in our 5-day nutrition reset about a meal plan to follow. And so I'm going to share my screen real quick. Okay, and so you should be able to see my screen. It's crazy, I know. There's a lot of stuff going on over here. But this is the manual that you get. And in here, basically what this is going to do, it's not particularly a meal plan for you to follow, but it's how to live your life with your food, how to build your plate, how to weigh and measure, not having to use scales and measuring cups and stuff, but just being able to use your hand, which is the simplest and easiest method, because you always have your hand with you and you can use that everywhere. And a lot of times people get overwhelmed with weights and measuring cups and scales and whatnot. So this makes it really, really simple. I do ask you to commit to some goals and some personal commitments of like what you're after with this. And it's really just to get you back on track from, being off in summer. Nobody's really good about adhering to their exercise and diet plan in the summer. It's just not the time of year that people are really going to dig in and be committed because of travel and summer fun and family and stuff like that. So I also talk to you about simple things like rethinking your breakfast and not going more than 6 hours without food. It's really important not to put your body in starvation mode, because that's when you get ravenous, and it's really easy to overeat and to reach for high calorie, high sugary kind of foods because your body's hungry and your brain is hungry and you need the energy. And so food is how we get that. Here is the portioning section. And so there's for men and women. It is a little bit different, generally the same, but it's a little bit different because men are typically bigger than women. And then there's a food list. And this is not exhaustive. If you like other foods that are not on here, it's fine for you to eat those. Just realize that every food goes into a protein, carb, or fat category. There are combination foods, but usually, so let's take milk, for example. That's an easy one. It's a combination food. It has protein, carbs, and fat, unless you're drinking fat-free. It is carb heavy, but it is also balanced. So technically we would want to, this is probably not a really good example. Okay, let's take, for example, lean turkey, like lean ground turkey. Okay, it has a little bit of fat in it, has no carbs in it, and it's predominantly protein. So whatever food is predominantly, that's where you want to put it in the food category, in the macronutrient category that it goes in. So turkey obviously would go in protein. Things that are only, something like butter is only fat, those are easy, but the foods that have some carbs, some protein, and some fat in them are a little bit more confusing. And so whatever it is predominantly, that's the category that you want to put it in. That's the macronutrient area that it goes. And then that's how you build your plate. But that's kind of like nutrition 201. So we just want to stick with 101 for right now. And so anything that is a protein that you like, or that is a carb that you like, or that is a fat that you like, you can definitely add it into your list. And what I'm actually going to do with you today, just check the time real quick. What I'm going to do with you today is I'm going to show you how to make your meals, to kind of make your own meal plan. And when you don't know what to eat, and when it's like you don't want to eat grilled chicken with asparagus and some rice cooked in butter, right? And so you want meals, and you're tired of eating what you're eating, and you feel like you're eating the same thing all the time and it gets monotonous. But also it's going to help you with this nutrition reset. It's just another tool to help you learn to put your meals together, choosing protein, carbs, and fat, because we do want you eating protein, carbs, and fat at every meal, because that's how we get balanced meals. And then we want you to eat frequently throughout the day, every 4 to 6 hours, so that your blood sugar is regulated, you're reducing the internal stress in your body, and your body can just begin to release the weight that you're holding on to. That's ultimately what we're after. The reset is 5 days, and so it's really just to get you back on track, to give you a few tools and things, so that you can get yourself into a position and make some adjustments in what you're doing, make some changes, and then stick with those for the rest of the year, through next year, and for however long you want to. So let me, okay, let me pull up the food matrix for you. And so you should be able to see everything that I'm doing for you here. If for some reason you can't when you watch this video, just let me know, because I'm going to post this in the Facebook group. So just let me know, and then I can redo it. It's not a problem. It shouldn't be a problem. So, okay, this is the food matrix. It's a grid. That's all it is. It's just a grid. And you have a category each for protein, column, sorry, each for protein, carb, and then fat, and then also herbs and spices. And so the way you use this is that you fill in the blanks with the foods that you like. So let's say you like chicken, and I can't write on this because it's a PDF, but, oh, maybe I can. Let's see. Yeah, good. Okay, so you like chicken, you like turkey. Let's say you like turkey legs, and this is just off the top of my head. Steak, tilapia, I can't spell that. Let's change it to shrimp because I can't spell that. I'm a terrible speller. But that's what spell check is for. And then let's say you like salmon. Okay, so keep going, and I would suggest trying to get about 10, okay, of just things that you like. Then you're going to add in carbs, and so you can add in, let's say you like plums, because fruits are carbs, right? And you like brown rice, and you like sweet potato, I abbreviate sometimes, and you like, what else would you like? Broccoli, I think that's how you spell that. Don't judge. And then let's say you like corn. You can do it on the cob or whatever. And so you go through and you do about 10 of those, okay? And so then we've got fats. And all you're going to do to find these foods is use this food list right here. So you can pull the ones off of here, and you just pick, try to get about 10. If you only have 5 or 6, that's fine too. You're going to pick, whichever ones you like and put them in the column. And then you go to carbs. And because there are, like, this column is vegetable and fruit carbs, and then this column is starchy carbs. I separate them because people think, oh, don't eat carbs. But I separate them so that you kind of have an idea of what's coming from where. So these starchy carbs are just a little bit more dense in carbohydrates, and fruits and vegetables aren't as dense. And so you get more volume for the amount of food that you're taking in, the amount of the vegetables and the fruits. And then these are fats. And so I don't have butter on there. Butter should be in the fat category. So you're just going to fill it in with the food matrix, okay? And you just pick the ones that you like to move it around just a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to put butter on there. I'm a lover of butter, and then coconut oil, and let's say you like olive oil, and let's say avocado, and let's say cashews, okay, and whatever else that you like. Typically, you're going to have less in the fat category just because there aren't as many options. I mean, there are a lot, but if you want to get into like avocado oil and canola oil and stuff like that, but saturated fats are really better. Research is now proving that, which is wonderful. And so the more saturated the fat is, the better it is for your body. And saturated fats are a little bit more watery. Your body doesn't like them as well, and your cells can't use it as well. So saturated fats are kind of where it is. So then you get to herbs and spices. Okay, so let's say you've got garlic. Love garlic. Let's say you've got some lemon pepper seasoning at home. Let's say you've got Italian. I think. Okay. See, spell check. Wonderful. Okay, so we'll just leave it. And then let's say you've got just like salt and pepper. Okay, and then I don't know, whatever else you like. So it's annoying that it does as well. Okay. So, and then how you make your meals is you pick one, okay? And so let's say you're gonna have chicken, and you're gonna have sweet potato, and okay, so here's kind of a deal. if you're using like vegetables, like let's say I'm using broccoli and corn, I would say pick 2. Okay. If you're using starchy carbs, then I would say pick 1 starchy, and you can also pick 1 vegetable, or you can just do the starchy carb. So that's kind of my rule of thumb about how to do the carbs from the carb column. Okay, so you pick 1. So we're going to pick chicken, and we're going to pick sweet potato, and we're going to pick broccoli, and then we're going to cook our chicken in butter, or maybe you want to cook your chicken in like some low calorie like spray, or bake it so you don't have to use any fat, and then we're going to be able to put butter on our sweet potato. So you don't want to fat everything, but fat one thing, and then that's how you do it. And so then we're going to do some lemon pepper seasoning. Okay, so we're going to bake our chicken. We're going to put lemon pepper seasoning on it, and then we're going to bake our sweet potato, and then we're going to put butter on our sweet potato, and then there is your meal. So it's a pick and do, pick and choose, pick and cook, however you want to say it. And you pick 1 from each column, and then you put that together, and that becomes your meal. And the thing about the food matrix is that it allows you to be creative, and you want to try things even if they don't sound good, because you may like take your chicken and saute your plums in butter and put that over the top of your chicken, and it's delicious. So be open to trying the things that sound weird and sound strange, because it may actually turn out really good, and then it's like a favorite meal. So after you've done this with a few meals, the ones that you really like, then write those down. And then now you're kind of creating a stash of your own recipes where, there's my call, where, I don't know how to turn it off and it's ringing. Hold on 1 second. You're creating a stash of recipes that you have that you can pull from, and so that you'll like. So that's the food matrix. I know my thing is messed up, so I'm going to load it in the Facebook group. If you have questions, please reach out and ask me. Feel free to do so. You can PM me, you can use the Facebook group, you can email me, just respond to the emails that are coming out to you daily. And I hope you're doing well, and I hope this helps. Let me know if you have questions, and keep doing what you're doing. Okay, talk soon.